All right, welcome to Friday Flow. My name is Ellen. This is a yoga and stretch inspired workout. So we're going to start in a nice seated position. And I use blocks to sit on. My hips are really tight. So sitting on a block or pillow, you can even roll up a blanket or a towel, and that works as well. So go ahead and find any comfortable seated position that you'd like. So I like to cross my legs here in this position. And wherever you're at, you're just going to sit up nice and tall. And we're going to start with some nice big shoulder rolls. Taking the shoulders all the way up to those ears. Big inhale, and then exhale, we're going to draw them down and back. Let's do it a couple more times. Big inhale, and exhale, down and back. I want you to imagine that you're placing your shoulders in your back pockets as you roll them down and back here. Really drawing them away from your ears. A couple more shoulder rolls to the back. Up, down, really exaggerating this movement. We're going to do one more big shoulder roll. And now we're going to do them the other direction. So a couple forward. So squeeze your shoulder blades back first, lift them up, and then circle forward, down and around. We'll do two more. Nice and easy. All right, perfect. Let's reach the arms up on our inhale. Maybe take your gaze up towards the ceiling or sky, then exhale, take it down. A couple more times, big deep breath in and out. We'll do two more here. Take it up. And down. And then last one, we're going to hold it up at the top and just start to add a little bit of a twist to the left side. A gentle twist, taking those arms down, just starting to warm up the body. And let's do that again. Inhale and exhale. Let's go over that right shoulder. Just a gentle twist. Nice and tall. So just going from side to side here, left to right. Be nice and gentle with your body. As we start to wake up and move the body this morning. And we'll do one more on each side. Inhale and exhale, keeping those hips grounded. Let's do one more here. Exhale. All right, let's come back to the center. And now we're going to do a seated cat-cow stretch. So as we inhale, you're going to press your chest forward. Pull your elbows back and sort of slide your hands to those hips. And then exhale, we reverse that. So you want to draw that navel in towards your spine and tuck your chin. And then a couple more times, inhale. And exhale. So again, welcome to Friday Flow with Ellen. This will be a 50-minute class, so we go until 9:20. If you have to hop off earlier, that's okay. Make sure to drop your site name into the chat box if you haven't already. And this is a great time to just check in with yourself. Check in with your body, do a scan. Just notice how you're feeling this morning. Inhale and exhale. So we're definitely going to get our heart rates up. When we get into our yoga flow, we're going to practice some balance. Work a little bit of everything, and then we always stretch towards the end. Inhale, chest forward, and exhale. Let's do one more big cat-cow. Seated cat-cow. All right, perfect. And release. Okay, so now we're going to do some circles, and I want you to imagine that you're drawing the circle with your chest. So we're going to go to the left first, and then you're going to go to the front, right, and then back, and then start to create a more circular motion with this, even if it feels a little funny, right? But we're just sort of lubricating our hip joints here, working into our shoulders a little bit, maybe even take the hands to the floor. Again, whatever feels comfortable for you. So we're going to do big, big circles here. If you are just recovering from an injury or something that's bothering you, always be mindful of that during your classes and during your workout. Especially with this one. We're going to do one more. This is all about stretching it out. All right, and then we'll go to the other direction. So you can break it down first, right, front, left, and back, and then start to create a big circle. And if you're having a hard time with this movement, just imagine that you're creating the circle with your chest. You're drawing that circle with your chest here. So we're also going to practice some more balance today. So that part might be a little bit tricky, but just keep in mind that we're all doing this together, and it doesn't have to look like what anyone else is doing. But balance is really important, so we're going to practice that today. Try to keep those hips grounded so you're really getting those circles, more so with that upper body. And we're going to do one more in this direction. And then we'll do the same thing in tabletop position. All right, let's go ahead and extend those legs out. You can just shake them out here for me. And now we're gonna get into that tabletop position, just switching our pose here. So tabletop, your hands are right underneath your shoulders and your knees are right under your chest. We'll do a cat-cow in this position and then those circles. So inhale, we drop the belly, we lift the chest and the tailbone, and then exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. So nice and easy. Couple of cat-cow stretches here. Really getting into that low back. And at any point during class, feel free to come back down to the mat and find a child's pose. That's always an option. Let's do one more big cat-cow. You should really lift that chest here as you drop the belly and then exhale. Perfect. So we're going to create those same circles. It's a great way to warm up our wrists. Also, before we even go into this, just make sure that you have a mat, that you have some padding for your knees throughout class here. Okay, so circle, we're going to go to the right. You're going to go back, left, and then forward. And then just slowly starting to make that into a circular motion. Nice and slow, because now we have some weight on our wrists, right? Nice and slow, big circles. Keep your back nice and flat here, and want to make sure that our head, we're not looking up, we're not looking down, but we're going to find somewhere in the middle with our head, okay? So we keep that neck nice and long, and we're going to do one more in this direction, and then we're going to go ahead and switch directions. So you go to the left, hips go back, right, and then front. And you can just choose how far forward you want to go, just depending on that wrist flexibility, right? So keep going with these circles. I'm just going to come check in. And a couple times I will do that throughout class. Looking good. And it might feel a little funny if you haven't done this before, but it does feel really good on the body too. Perfect. Let's do two more in this direction. Oh, it's good to see some people I haven't seen in a while. Awesome. All right, let's come back into that nice child's pose now. So feet nice and wide, your toes are together. You're going to sit way back into those hips. You could also use a block or pillow for this. I'm going to actually use my block. And then what I do is hit my forehead to the block, because while I'm still getting warm, I can't quite place it all the way flat on the floor. But that is the goal. You also want to get your chest to the floor. So we're just going to hang out here for a few breaths. And again, a great time just to check in. Just notice how you're feeling without any judgment. Just sort of being aware of your body and how you're feeling this morning. It's okay if you're not feeling great. It's also okay if you are feeling great. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more. All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and move that block if you're using it off to the side. So now we're going to build some heat in the body and go through a sort of yoga flow warm up. I want you to first find a downward facing dog. So you're going to place your hands towards the front of your mat. You're going to lift those hips way up, drive those hips up to the ceiling. Then I want you to pedal out your heels here for me. Take a couple of breaths in this down dog. Feel free to move those hips around a little bit. Sort of work out those kinks, whatever you have to do here. Hold on to that down dog. If you're having some sensitivity in your shoulders this morning, you could always just take the knees to the floor and sit this back in sort of a modified down dog. I want you to nod your head yes, shake your head no, and just fully relax your head here. And also think about pushing your shoulders back, away from your ears, even while you're in your downward facing dog. Keep breathing in and out through the nose if you can. One more breath. All right, inhale, let's bend those knees. Exhale, we're just gonna gently walk those feet up to our hands. You can lift those hands away from the mat if you need a little extra assistance. So we're in this forward fold position. Again, relaxing the head, bend your knees as much as you need to. Take one more breath in this forward fold. And then our inhale is gonna bring us to standing. So those arms come up. So we're nice and tall here. Maybe mini back bend. You're gonna take those hands together and then slowly bring them down to heart center as we exhale. So this mini flow is for our warm up to build a little bit of heat, to get into our hips a little bit and warm them up as well. So inhale, take it up. Exhale, you're gonna swan dive forward. And you're just leading with the chest, letting it fall down completely. Inhale, you're gonna lift up halfway where those hands come to your shins or your knees. And I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together here and think about keeping the shoulders out of your ears. Push your heels into the floor, get that stretcher behind the legs. And then exhale, hands come down. You're gonna plant them on the floor, step back to downward facing dog. All right, so we're gonna bring our feet together, and on your next inhale, you're gonna lift that left leg off the floor. You're gonna lift it as high as you can, and as you exhale, you're gonna bend that knee and place that foot in between your hands. You can use your arms to assist. We're gonna immediately drop to that back knee. Lift the chest, inhale, arms come up, exhale, hold low lunge. So you can untuck that back toe, or even find a cactus position here with your arms. I want you to tuck those hips under, keep the core nice and strong. One more breath in this low lunge. We'll start off slow, and then inhale, take those hands back down. You're gonna retuck your toes, lift the knee off the floor, and step back to down dog. Taking it slow, and you're warming up those hips. And then inhale, we're gonna come forward to a plank. So you wanna stack those shoulders on top of your wrists, squeeze your glutes, just so you don't drop those hips here, all right? Think about squeezing those glutes, engaging that core. Exhale, you lower the knees and the chest. And think of looking forward when you do that, rather than just simply collapsing onto the floor. Okay, you're gonna pull your elbows into your rib cage, flatten your toes, inhale, lift up for baby cobra. Pull those elbows in. Exhale, lower, tuck the toes, down dog. Bend the knees, inhale, exhale, walk to the top. Hopefully getting a little bit warmer, and then exhale, hold it right here. Inhale takes us to standing, reach all the way up, palms come together, exhale. So same thing on the other side, we'll take it at that same pace, and then we'll pick up the speed a little bit. Inhale up, exhale, float it down. Halfway lift, hands to shins or knees. Push your heels into the floor, pull your shoulder blades together, and then slowly come on down. Plant your hands, step it on back, downward facing dog. So now we lift our right leg. And it doesn't matter how high it gets. I just want you to really squeeze your glutes. Try to keep that leg straight as you lift. Inhale up, so we're not breaking or bending at the knee. Now bend your knee. Exhale, place your foot in between your hands. Lower your back knee. Lift the chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, low lunge. Untuck that back toe. And hold this for a couple breaths. Arms are up, or they're in cactus. Your choice. I'll probably sit to cactus here. Feel a little bit better on my shoulders. Want you to really stretch out that left hip flexor here while still tucking those hips under and keeping your core engaged. So chest up, hips down. One more breath. Inhale, and then exhale, lean back forward, hands to the floor. Tuck the toe, lift the knee off the floor and step it back. Down dog. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, knees and chest, elbows in, lower all the way down. Feet are flat. Inhale, lift. Baby cobra, exhale. Tuck the toes. Down dog. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, walk. Maybe you're ready to hop or jump towards the top of your mat. Hold your forward fold for a breath. Inhale takes us to standing. Nice and tall, palms come together. And then exhale. Perfect. So that's our warm-up flow. We're gonna go through it again a little bit faster. 2 more times, and then we're gonna get right into some challenging balance positions. So again, take it at your own pace. This is our warm-up. Hopefully you're already feeling a little bit looser. Let's take it up, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Halfway lift, so we're a tiny bit faster here. And then exhale. Let's step it back, down dog. Bring those feet together. Inhale, we lift that left foot as high as we can. Point your toes, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, bend the knee. Place it in between your hands. Drop that back knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, low lunge. And hopefully you'll start to get a little bit more into a rhythm and into a flow as we go through this. And repeat the same movements. Hold this here. Either arms extended fully or in that cactus. Take one more breath, inhale. Exhale, hands come back down. Bring that knee off the floor, step it back, down dog. Inhale takes us into our plank. We're looking forward, exhale, we lower. Knees and chest, or you can go all the way down. Inhale, lift, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. If you've done this many, many times before, feel free to do upward facing dog. Bend the knees, inhale. Exhale, hop, jump. Forward fold to the top. Inhale takes us to standing. Palms come together as we exhale and lower, other side. Inhale up. Exhale, float it down. Just working on the basics here. Inhale, halfway lift. Building that heat, getting warm. Exhale. Step it back, down dog. Feet come together. Inhale, that right leg lifts up this time. Squeezing from the glutes. Exhale, bend that knee. Place it in between your hands. Dropping those hips, dropping that knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hold, low lunge. Get a nice stretch in that hip flexor. Making sure that we're still engaging our core so we don't have all that weight being dumped into our low back. Okay? So imagine a tight belt around your waist. Take a breath. Exhale, take those hands down. Lift the knee off the floor, step it back. Down dog. Inhale forward to your plank. Exhale, lower. You can do that full chaturanga if you'd like. And then inhale, you can just move right into that up dog. I'm doing baby cobra. And then exhale, down dog. I'll show you that one next time. Bend the knees, inhale, walk, hop, jump into that forward fold. Inhale takes us to standing. Palms come together, maybe a little back bend there. And then exhale. One more time, and then I'll check in, okay? Let's take it up, inhale. Exhale, float it down. Let it go. Halfway lift. Remember, find your flow, find your rhythm. Exhale, down, step it back. Down dog. Feet together. Inhale, lift that left foot. Exhale. Place it in between your hands. Back knee drops. Arms lift. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hold. Watch that front knee. Bring those shoulders down. One more breath. Big inhale, big exhale, hands come down. Step back, down dog. I'm going to show a more challenging version if you want to follow. So be mindful of your back. Inhale forward to your plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. You hover here for a moment. And then inhale, you push up into upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Bend the knees, inhale, exhale, walk, hop, or jump, forward fold. Hopefully getting a little bit deeper into this stretch too. Inhale takes us to standing. Palms come together, exhale. Other side, let's go right into it. And then the quick breather, inhale. Exhale, float it down. Halfway lift, pull your shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower, step it back, down dog. Doing a great job, everyone. Feet come together. Inhale, lift that right leg up. Point your toe, exhale, bend the knee. Place it in between your hands. Drop the back knee, low lunge. Inhale, exhale, hold. Arms up. Here for 2 more breaths, dropping those shoulders, making sure they're down and away from your ears. Inhale, exhale, hands down. Knee off the floor, step back. Down dog. Inhale, float into your high plank. Core is nice and strong. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, baby cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Bend the knees. Walk or hop or jump, forward fold. Inhale brings us to standing. Palms come together, and then exhale. We lower down to heart center. All right, quick check-in. How's everyone doing so far? Thumbs up, we're good, nice and warm. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna add a little more balance poses. Feel free to grab a sip of water or coffee, whatever you have. We're gonna get right back into it. So roll the shoulders here. One more big shoulder roll. Take those arms up. Nice deep breath, inhale. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back, so we're gonna do a very similar flow here. And then exhale. Step it back, down dog. We're just gonna incorporate a couple more layers. Some new poses. So feet come together. Inhale, that left leg lifts up. Big deep breath, bend the knee. Place it in between your hands. So here, I'm switching this up. I want you to bring that back foot in a couple inches. Press the heel into the floor for warrior 1. Lift the chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hold for warrior 1. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight, and it's angled at about 45 degrees. So your feet are a little closer together than they would be in a lunge. Inhale, let's take those arms down. Exhale, roll the shoulders. We're gonna go into this humble warrior. So I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift it from the chest. Maybe your hands interlace, maybe they don't. Big deep breath, exhale. Gently lower your chest towards your thigh. And I want you to push into your front foot as much as your back foot. So squeezing those shoulder blades together, maybe interlacing the fingers, maybe not. Maybe just bending at your elbows and placing your hands on your back. Either way, we're feeling this. Let's do one more breath in this humble warrior. Relax your head. Push into your back foot. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, release. Let's go right into triangle pose. So front leg straight, arms come back up. Inhale, and then exhale, we lower them down. Inhale, reach forward towards your front foot. Exhale, you're gonna flow into your triangle pose. Now, if you have really tight shoulders, start by putting your hand right here on your hip, and then just open up towards the ceiling, like I'm doing here. We'll be here for a couple breaths, so with every exhale, maybe you rotate open a little bit more. And then when and if you're ready, just simply extend that top arm and place that wrist on top of your shoulder. Now, if that is a little too uncomfortable, again, just stay with that hand on your hip. This is my tighter side, so I'm gonna stay right here until the next round. Hold that. Imagine you're falling back into a wall and that you're really opening from your shoulder and torso. One more breath here. Push into that back foot. Inhale and exhale. Perfect. We're going to bring this back foot to meet our front foot. We're going to come nice and low. Okay. Now inhale, you're going to reach those arms up, and then exhale, we're going to go right into actually a chair pose. So drop those hips. Imagine there's a chair right underneath your hips here. You could do cactus or hands at prayer. Hold this right here. We're gonna feel those quads start to burn. In your chair, you should be able to wiggle your toes here. Hold this here, one more breath, either arms extended or hands at your chest. And then inhale nice and tall, and then exhale, just float it down, step back to down dog. Perfect. So that's our new sequence. Let's go through our floor sequence. So inhale, run our plank. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, we lift, baby cobra. Exhale, down dog. Bend the knees. Exhale, walk, hop, or jump. Forward fold. And then inhale takes us to standing. Palms come together and exhale. We lower. Perfect. So stamping on the other side. We can always take up that floor flow and just find a child's pose. Let's take it up. Big deep breath. Exhale, let it go. Lift up halfway, flat back. So constant movement here. Exhale, take it down. Go ahead and step back, down dog. Building that heat. Getting the sweat here. Feet together. Inhale, we're gonna lift now our right leg off the floor. Exhale, bend the knee. Place it in between your hands. Remember, we take a couple steps forward with that back foot, setting up for warrior one. Heel into the floor. Lift the chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hold warrior one. Hold that right there. I'm just gonna turn the other way so you can see me. So back leg straight, front knee slightly bent. One more breath here, big stretch in the back of that leg. Inhale, take those arms down. Exhale, roll the shoulders. Squeeze as you inhale and lift your chest. And then exhale, humble warrior. Let it go here. So you're relaxing your head here as well. Take a couple moments to get into this. Squeezing your shoulder blades together. Maybe interlacing those fingers. I used to be able to do that so easily. It's a little more challenging now. Relax your head. Remember that you want the same amount of weight in your front foot as your back foot. You don't want all the weight in that front leg. So really press into that back foot. One more breath. Inhale, press into the back foot a little bit more as you slowly pull yourself up. And then exhale to sort of relax here. Straighten that front leg. Arms come up. Inhale and exhale. We open them out to the side. Triangle pose on the other side. So inhale, reach towards your front foot. Exhale, you can first take it to your knee. Maybe hand comes to hip. This side is a lot easier for me, so I'm gonna go right into that full extension. So you can also do this when and if you're ready. Taking your gaze up at your hand, and that hand should be stacked right on top of your shoulder. Hold that there. Almost imagine that I have a hold of your wrist and I'm sort of gently pulling it back. So imagine you're squished between two walls here. Let's do 2 more breaths in this triangle. Beautiful, Chuck. Nice, Chris, perfect. Keep breathing. And then you're gonna use your core and that back leg to push into the floor, nice and slow. Inhale, come up. Perfect. And then exhale, just release. We're gonna bring this back foot to meet our front foot. Sweep the arms, inhale, and then exhale, we come right into chair. I'll show you from the front. So you wanna really tuck those hips under, core is super strong right here. You should be able to wiggle your toes. Just imagine a chair right underneath your hips. So I'm gonna keep my hands right at my chest. That's just too much for my shoulders to have them up. So hold this for 2 more breaths. Maybe drop a little lower. Make sure the back is flat and we're not rounding forward. 1 more breath. All right, inhale, reach those arms up, and then exhale. Just take it down and find that down dog. Floor flow. Inhale forward to your plank. Exhale, knees and chest. Chaturanga, inhale, lift, and exhale. Or of course, just a child's pose. Up to you. Hold that there. 1 more breath. You're gonna bend the knees as you inhale. Exhale, walk, hop, or jump. Forward fold. Inhale takes us to standing. Palms come together, and exhale. Okay, we're gonna go through that 1 more time, a little bit faster. Just 1 more time with that flow. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, take it down. Nice flat back, lifting up. And then exhale down, step back, down dog. Feet come together. Inhale, you're gonna lift that left leg up as high as you can. Squeeze and lift. Exhale, bend that knee, place it in between your hands. Let's go right into that warrior one. Step, lift, hold. So we got a little more of like a flow, a rhythm to it. Hold this here. Tucking those hips under, one more breath. Release the arms, big shoulder roll here. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, humble warrior, let it go. Letting go of any tension here, anything negative, anything that's not honoring your body today. Just let it go. Relax the head, one more breath. Inhale, lift up slowly. Exhale, release. Arms come up, let's get ready for triangle pose. Exhale, lower the arms. We're gonna flow right into it. Reach forward, inhale, and then exhale. Flow right into that triangle pose. Whew, a little bit more stretched out here. Hold it for a couple breaths. You can also use a wall to really help feel how much you should be opening without the risk of falling. Oh my gosh. Ooh, yeah, that's where it really should be. It's a lot harder. One more breath. You all look great. Keep the core nice and strong. Inhale, press into that back foot, and then release. Step your foot in. Chair pose. Inhale, sweep those arms. Exhale, hold chair pose. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of a twist to this one too, adding one extra layer. We're gonna bring those palms together. Take an inhale and exhale, you're gonna twist to your right. I want you to look down at your knees and make sure they are in the same plane and same line. So if one knee is more forward than the other, readjust your hips. Maybe you anchor that elbow on your knee, but you want to keep your hips low. Even more, you extend those arms straight. But look at your knees. Adjust your hips. There should not be one further than the other. Woo, one more breath. I know those legs are shaking. Inhale, let's lift those arms up nice and tall. Perfect. Exhale, let it go. Step it on back. So you can do a child's pose here, or go through this flow again with me. Inhale forward. Exhale, lower for chaturanga. Remember those elbows are glued to your rib cage. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Bend the knees, inhale. Exhale, walk up or jump, forward fold. Inhale takes us to standing. Woo, palms come together. Exhale, lower. Awesome. One more time. We're gonna add that twist in chair pose to the other direction. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take it down. I don't know about you, but I'm sweaty. Inhale, lift, pull those shoulder blades together. Exhale, let's step it back. Down dog. Feet come together. Inhale, lift that right leg nice and high. Maybe get a little bit higher now that we're even more stretched out. Bend the knee, place it in between your hands. Get right into warrior one. Nice flow. Lift up here and hold. Hold it right there. Warrior one. Arms up or cactus, whatever feels comfortable. One more breath in this warrior one. Inhale, arms down. Roll the shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale, humble warrior. Lower down here. Take a few breaths. Let me see it. So you're lowering your chest, but also relaxing your head down. Imagine you're getting your head to the floor. Perfect. Beautiful. Yep, good Diane. Perfect. Nice, Mindy. Press into that back foot. You got this. One more breath. Inhale, press and lift back up. Exhale, just release those arms. Bring them back up, and then exhale. Let's get ready for that triangle pose. Legs are in that nice triangle position, nice and straight. Inhale, reach forward, and then exhale, flow right into it. Start to open up and rotate from your rib cage and from your shoulders. Hold that there. If you have a wall, go ahead and try it. Remember, tight belt around your waist. Hold this here. Stack that wrist right on top of your shoulder. Give me 2 more breaths here. You've got this. Look up at your hand. One last breath. And then inhale, push into that back foot. and exhale. Step right into this chair pose. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hold. Arms up, cactus, or hands at your chest. We'll all be here in just a moment in that prayer. But nice and low, take one more breath in this chair. We're gonna get ready to twist to the left. So everyone bring those hands together. You can give your legs a little bit of a relief if you'd like here. Inhale, and then exhale, drop, and twist gently to the left. The twist is coming from our waist, so our hips don't move. Look down, see if they did. If one knee is farther forward than the other, then your hips shifted a little bit. So go ahead and readjust. If you're feeling good, you anchor that elbow. On this side, I just can't do it, so I'm gonna stay right here. But if you have that flexibility, go ahead and do that. And then maybe you extend those arms straight, just an option. I'm gonna stay right here. 2 more breaths, you got this. Woo, my legs are on fire. And then inhale, stand up, nice and slow. Great job, everyone. Exhale, let's take it down. Step it back. So again, maybe a child's pose, where you go through this flow with me. Your plank, chaturanga, your up dog or baby cobra, and then down dog. Hold that there for 2 breaths. 1 more breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Bend your knees. Walk up or jump. Forward fold. Inhale takes us to standing. Palms come together. And then exhale, we lower. All right. How's everyone doing? You're good? Thumbs up. Okay. So we're going to practice a balance pose that we haven't done in a while. And it's going to be tree pose. All right. We do it at the end. 1, to make it a little more challenging for you all. But 2, so that we're nice and warm for it. Okay. So it's going to be a little bit easier to open up those hips and get into this balance pose. So if you'd like, you can be close to a wall if you know that your balance is not that great. And we're going to start on our right foot. Hands on our hips. I want you to think of stitching your rib cage together, tucking your hips and keeping this part really strong. Tree pose is all about the core and the center being strong. If it's not, then you're more likely to fall over. All right, so hands on the hips. We're gonna open up that left hip first. And you're just gonna start by placing your foot right next to that left foot, sort of the ball of the foot on the mat, right? Your standing leg is slightly bent. So hold this here. And then you're gonna slowly lift that foot off the floor and just press it right into your leg. So right by your ankle and your shin. Now you already might be feeling a little off balance, that is okay. This is the best way to work the core, any kind of balance. Hold this here. Now you can take your hands to prayer. Just keep those shoulders out of your ears. So if you're pretty comfortable here, you can bring it up a little bit higher. If you want even more of a challenge, go ahead and bring that foot on the inside of your thigh. So the foot can be anywhere except for like right on your knee joint, all right? So again, opening from the hip, nice and tall. We're gonna hold this right here. And again, if you fall out of it, just get back into it because we're all practicing. A little more, extend those arms up. Your tree branches. Focus on one thing in front of you. I know we're feeling that standing leg. Just imagine a piece of string on top of your head and it's lifting you up really tall right now. Imagine there's a storm and those branches are swaying. Can you stay steady? Ooh, it's a little bit harder. So whatever you're doing, I just want you to hold it for a couple more breaths. All right, remember we're nice and tall, not sinking into the floor. Nice and tall, lift it up. Hold it for 1 more breath. And then go ahead and slowly release that leg. Slowly release, woo, and then shake it out. That was my good side. This side will be a little bit harder. Shake it out, all right? Let's do the same thing on the other side, okay? So we're gonna set it up. Okay. So again, all starts from the core. We're gonna bend that standing leg a little bit. Start with hands on hips. Open up your right hip first. Bring that foot close in, nice and tall, right? Then when you're ready, lift the foot and place it right by your ankle. Maybe you have a wall or a foam roller or something here for a little assistance. And again, start to slide it up once you feel like you're ready for that next challenge, anywhere but right on your knee, okay? And then when you feel like you're ready, you can use some assistance, right? Grab that foot, place it right on the thigh. And if you have slippery pants, then it might actually just be challenging because of that aspect, and that's okay. You can just keep that foot nice and low. Let's bring those hands to prayer now. We're pulling those abs in, nice and strong in the center of the body. It's okay if you're swaying a little bit side to side. Just use those core muscles to keep you back up. Oh my gosh. There we go. When you're ready, extend those arms straight up. I just fell out, so I'm coming back into it. Arms up, so you're nice and tall like a tree, but still keeping those shoulders away from your ears. And then maybe you sway your branches, right? So go ahead and hold that wherever you're at for a couple more breaths. Maybe you gotta shake out your leg and get back into it. Let's see these tree poses. Yeah, beautiful, Regina. Very good. Oh, hey, Kishwar, you got it. Good, Teresa. Beautiful, Julianne. Nice and tall. One more breath. Can you lift yourself up a little bit higher? And then slowly release. Whew. Great job. Shake that out. We'll get a nice stretch. Just circle those ankles. Awesome, awesome job, everyone. All right, let's go ahead and come down onto the floor. We're going to start in that child's pose. So knees wide, feet together, and let's sit way back. So I want you to sort of assess where you're at, comparing the first time we were in child's pose to where you are right now. So for me, I'm definitely a lot closer to the mat. Hopefully you're feeling that as well. We'll take 2 more breaths in this child's pose. And the next inhale takes us over to the right diagonal. So just reach those hands out. Maybe you bring your nose to your knee. You're going to feel this along the left side body. Inhale, come back to the center. And then exhale over to the other diagonal. Same thing, just feeling it on the other side body. And then come back to the center, inhale. Exhale, walk those hands back up. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and come to a quick seated position. Swing those legs around. We're just gonna very slowly come down to the floor just so we work our abs one last time. So you're seated, you're gonna take those hands right underneath your knees. You're gonna roll the shoulders back, and then I want you to tuck your belly button in towards your spine and very slowly start to lower to the floor. Very, very slowly. If you want a little extra ab challenge, take those arms away from your legs, go to your lowest point until you start to feel like you're shaking, and let's hold it for 8, 7, 6, maybe lift your feet off the floor, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very slowly come down. Great job. Relax. Let's hug those knees into our chest. You're going to circle your ankles here, wiggle your toes. And we're just going to gently rock side to side. Relaxing our head, neck, and shoulders completely. Feeling that back start to flatten into the floor. We're going to come back to that circle theme. So we're going to circle our legs in one direction. Nice big circles. Sort of massaging that back. And let's go in the other direction. Big circles here. Feel free to close your eyes. All right, let's lower our feet to the floor. So we're gonna go into a bridge before we continue some more stretching. So your feet are about hip distance, your arms are by your side. Take a breath here. As you exhale, just gently press those feet into the floor and gently start to lift your hips up to the ceiling. Nice and slow with this bridge. Making sure we don't have all of our weight on our head or our neck and that we still keep some on our back. Inhale, gently lower down. We'll do 2 more. Exhale, lift back up, nice and slow. Strengthen the low back muscles, but also stretching those hip flexors. Inhale, lower, 1 more time. Exhale, lift. Also strengthening those glutes and hamstrings. Muscles we probably sit on all day, so that might be why this could feel a little challenging. And I'm gonna challenge you to hold this for a couple of breaths, okay? So you can grab a block if you need the supported bridge. If you want a little extra, interlace those hands underneath your hips like we did in Humble Warrior. You're gonna hold it for 4 more breaths. Squeeze those glutes, you got this. 2 more breaths. You don't need to lift any higher, just hold it where you're at. And then very slowly start to roll back down onto the floor. Great job. Windshield wiper those legs, dropping them side to side. All right, let's extend our legs straight out. You're gonna hug your right knee into your chest. Just reach right underneath. Hug it right here. You can continue to wiggle those toes and circle your ankle. Maybe move that leg a little bit side to side. We're gonna go into external rotation first. So now place your hand on top of that knee and open it out to the side. With your other hand, you're gonna press your other hip down. So make sure your hips are glued to the mat in this stretch. And now we're gonna take it across the body, getting more into our glute, our piriformis. You're gonna reach across the body, also get a spinal twist here for your back. Extend that opposite arm, look over your shoulder, and hold this for a couple of breaths. So if you want a little less, you can bend both knees and bring them to the side, and that's gonna feel just a little bit less intense on your back. If you want a little more, extend this top leg, straighten it out, and just press through that heel. Ooh, yes, I feel that. Oh my gosh. Now sitting a little bit more into that side leg. And then very slowly come back to the center. Very, very slowly. And then extend that leg, shake it out. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So now that left knee comes into your chest, hands underneath. To start, maybe move it side to side. All right, and then take that hand on the knee, open it up, external rotation, other hand, make sure that the hips stay down on the floor. Relax here. And then take it across the body. Opposite arm, reach it across, extend that other arm, look over that shoulder, spinal twist, and hold it here for a couple breaths. You can extend that leg, press through your heel for a little more, or bend both knees as you twist for a little bit less. Make sure to really look over that shoulder. 1 more breath. Gently come back to the side, and you're just gonna find whatever relaxing position you would like for just a couple of final moments of class here. So your final Shavasana, that could be whatever you like. Legs out, maybe arms by your side. Maybe you come back into a twist or grab your foam roller, whatever you would like. Close your eyes, focus on your breathing. And just don't do anything for a couple of moments here. Just be still. Gently start to move your head from side to side, stretching out the neck. And gently start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and start to open up those eyes. Slowly pull those knees into your chest. Give yourself one last big hug here. Tell yourself how awesome you are and how great of a job you did getting through class this morning. And then when you're ready, you're just gonna roll over to your favorite side, gently press yourself up and find any comfortable seated position you'd like. Once we're here at the top, just a couple shoulder rolls. And then to end together, we're gonna reach our arms up. Nice big deep breath, inhale. Palms come together as we exhale and lower them down to heart center. Close your eyes for a moment. And as always, thank yourself for making the time to do something for not only your body, but also hopefully your mind and your spirit. And just for making that time for yourself. We'll open our eyes and we'll say namaste to one another. Namaste, everyone. Happy Friday. Thank you so much. Next Friday, Eric is going to sub this class. It's the same time and same link. It's going to be stretch and mobility. So you'll get a little bit different stuff with him next Friday. It's going to be really, really good. So I'll see you guys the Friday after, and I hope you all enjoy your day and your weekend.
Thanks, Ellen. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Ellen.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Ellen.
You're welcome, Joanne. Hey, Chuck.
Chuck who? Chuck? The Chuck we talked about or different?
A different one from another site. Yeah.
You got a class, Ellen. There's a lot of people.
Yeah, that was good.
I love it.